morning, and welcome to Maple Story. Um, we are playing on Hero. So, you want a main hero? Well, you came to the right channel. I'll let you know about the skills and items that I use for him. So, I don't use as fancy as right now, but I'm using two-handed sword. And in the future, I'm gonna maybe use two-handed axe until I get an arcane sword. Until then, I'm gonna use this little guy. Yeah, I got it for cheap. Yeah, why not? I was using this one, but my two-handed sword actually exceeded in attack, so I'm just like, okay, well, I'm gonna use the two-handed sword then. It's because of the potential bonus that this guy has. So, let's get started with some skills. So beginner skills, you don't really need anything. You just have Harbor Return and Maple Crest. It just gives you a crest that you're there. Link skill, it gives you where your health falls 15% and HP, and it restores it for 25%, 23%. If I use it, and then I have all these link skills on them, but okay, let's go to the first job. So first job is slash blast. It hits 6 enemies and it just does 1/9. It's kind of bad, really bad. This is how it looks like. I might be anything. Okay, so that's the skill. That's the slash blast. It does 335%. First job skills are always like this. Well, it's okay. Then the forward leap. It's a pretty decent flash jump. You can only do it once. It gives you pretty far. The second is iron. It gives you defense, HP, and damage taken is 10%. Yeah, and another passive is the Warrior Mastery, where you get 20 HP per level and 40% chance of resistance knockback and a little bit of speed and jump. That's it for the first job. Let's go to the second job. You get the second skill. It's called Reddish. It does 2 attacks and 6 enemies. That's when you hit level the second job. That's when you get it, and this is it is let me take off this combo. I'll show you now. So this is what it is. So that's it. Let me remove this too. On how it looks like when you attack. This is how it looks like when you attack. Right? That's your second job, British. It used to be level job 3rd or 4th one, and they moved it to 2nd because there's better ones. Then there is Combo Fury. It just pulls enemy from. It just pulls enemy. So you're just standing on one place. Let's say, for example, like it pulls all of them. So if you do this, it pulls all of them. And it does 140% plus it hits 8 enemies twice. And when you get hit, when this guy gets hit, they get stunned for 80. There's this 80% chance of getting stunned. And same chance gain combo counts against bosses if used while pressing down the whatever. This is the second job skill. It's called combo. It's a toggle skill, toggle off or on skill. So you see right here. So what this one does is it gives me 40% chance of attack count. It gives me like combo attacks, and with that you can just do pretty much everything. So it gives me like any attack I can do is gonna give me skills. Don't worry about the third line, the second line. That's like third or fourth job skill. You worry about that after you get level 30. Okay, so that's what it does. It increases your attack. That's pretty good. This one gives you speed by 2. Yeah, double the speed. Yeah. Rage is pretty good. It gives you attack speed of 30, and it reflects them and it absorbs them. So reflection is 5500%. That's pretty good. So let me see that. And go here. I can only take like one damage. It's giving them 5 damage, so that's 500%. That is it for that. Rage, mastery, you get final damage 10%, and if you equip an axe, so that's why I have an axe right here. That's a level 200 axe. It increases my damage by 5%. So that's pretty good. Then you got a final damage. You got 40% chance to do 150 damage. So let me see that. Let me see this. So that's see it just did. It will do it. It will attack one extra line. It just pretty fast. So that's it for the, and then physical damage. It gives you physical 20 and dex 20. Let's start with the third job. You get intrepid slash. So this is how it looks like. Let me. This is how it looks like. It's pretty good. When I was using it, I was using this skill. It's okay. It does the job from level 60 to 100, but it's not great. The second one is rush. So this one is I use a lot. You just go to like an enemy and push them. This one, all the jobs have it. Dark Knight has it, Hero has it, Paladin has it. It's pretty good skills, and if you're gonna mob, this is the best one to mob with, and it pushes them and it does 305 damage. Second is Panic. So Panic, what it does is it consumes the 20 mana and 2 orbs, 6 attacks. It hits 6 enemies and it does 1150%, and it decreases the enemy's attack by 30%. And its chance to attack shadow attack and blind, so it gives them blind 100%. And when decreases enemy accuracy by 200% for 80 seconds, and that's what it does. And then if you keep using it, it will consume like orb. You see this little orb? This is my 4th job. I'm gonna use that. So it used 2. I'm gonna use again, so it uses 3. So you have to wait for like a couple of minutes. Say, that's 2. So when you do that, it gives them fear, and that's basically it. Shout, it's the 10%, and this one hits 10 enemies with 6 attacks, and it's pretty good. So you were just this is the skill. This is the reason why I like Hero, is because they kept one of his skills. Tiger used to be like back in the day. It used to hit the whole map, but now it's just small amount of area. Um, and it has a 10-second cooldown. It didn't used to, but this shout was the best back in the day, but it still is. Um, Combo synergy, it has it now this one, right? It will now combine it with this one. The combo synergy will give you 80% chance um, to gain orb, right? And the final damages increases by 5% for each orb. That's pretty awesome. As the late game, you are a monster. So if you have a late game equipment, oh my god. And when you take a hit, there is a chance to get orbs to 30%. That's it for that. Self recovery. Once you hit level, third job, you won't be needing pots as much because you'll be recovering this one like every 4 or 5 seconds, and you will be like you don't take any damage because of rage. So that's basically it. You have high defense. See right here, 11,000. You have high defense, so you won't you won't be using a lot of pots, except for the boss, obviously. Now this skills. Oh my god, this skill is awesome. So when you stun, blind, froze, or incapacitated, you do any of these, your final damage increases by 25%, and when you do damage to that person or boss or like the mob, you increase your crit by 20%. Yeah, that's pretty sick. So you just do panic, right? You do shout, so you do like crazy amount of damage just because you're doing like 25% extra and 20% crit. Right now my crit is at 47, so 20% is 67% crit on that mob. I'm gonna make my crit to like I think 80%. That's all you want to do. So that's it for the third job. Let's go to the fourth job. The main skill. Oh my god, the skill is so awesome. You do a lot of things with this skill. So this is what it looks like. It hits jump and when it's an awesome. So the Raging Blow, it does 8, it hits 8 enemies, 268%. Number of attack is 5, and final attack is critical. So on the 5th attack, it will always crit, no matter what. And when he gets enraged, he will only hit one enemy, but he will hit them 5 times, and the last 2 lines are criticals, and you do extra damage. Let me just show you. See, so let me just combine. See, it's one but 5 attacks. Oh sorry. And it changes the look of it. That was my final attack. That's pretty good. Puncher, it does the same thing as the panic. It consumes orb. It uses 1 orb, but it damages 576%. It attacks 3 times and attack enemies. And then what is it? Attacked enemy have 100% to take 165% damage every 2 seconds for 30 seconds. So you just you just punch in them, and then you just see the magic happen. It's an awesome skill. It's like a debuff. It's a debuff, where you proc your passive the chance attack too with it, and it has a second line. It's called critical hit deals 25% more damage to the affected enemies. So if you puncture them, you do 25% on top of. Holy shit. Okay, 25% on 20%, so 55% more extra critical damage on top of it. So you basically you're doing 100% when you puncture them. So bossing, it's pretty good. And then when the party member hits, so when you when you puncture them and your party member hits them, it increases by 10%. So they increase. So they do 10% more damage, but I mean, yeah, 20% more damage to the enemy. And shout damages increase by 160%. So this one increases. This one's 200. So when you use it, it's 360 with a puncher. When you puncture them, the magic crush, it's 100% chance to remove enemy buffs for 222 seconds, and so it prevents them from buffing and stuff like that. Second, power stance, knockback resistance 60%, so you don't get knocked back as fast. And rage, this is the skill that's pretty good. So what it does is it increases your final damage by 24% and critical damage by 20%. Let's do combo first. Okay. So, and it's a combo. So it uses one combo attack. This is what it does. So now I'm boss. Let me show you panic. You see, I got a new one. And that's a puncher. That's what Enrage does. It's a pretty good mobbing skill, so you just toggle it and you will hit your boss. You will hit bosses like a truck. Maple Warrior, standard. Hero's Will, standard. Combo. This is the advanced combo. This is the fourth job skill. You see the little red. Let me just move myself. You see that little red ones over blue one. So you get 5 more extra orbs, and this one will increase your final damage by 10% per orb. That's pretty good. And when double charge, speed proc rate. So when you attack, there is a chance to increase your speed too. And mastery is by 70%. This one you get so many passives with this one, so you increase your damage by a lot. So if I toggle it off, look at this. This is my damage, but if I toggle it on, let me show you the sequence. 7, 5, 8 orbs right now, so my damage increased by that much. So and 10. So 10 orbs. That's almost double the damage, like more than double the damage. Look at that, right? My increased boss damage increased by 70%, and my final damage is 142%. And it increases ignore defense too, so that's pretty good. Let me show you the normal stats without it, and this is what it looks like. 10% final damage. And if you can't turn on the combo, you will always need to turn it on, because you're going to be doing crazy amount of damage with the advanced combo. Now combat mastery, it ignores 50% monster defense. Final damage, it increases 30% permanent, and you see like the final damage. Like if you're on enraged mode, you'll see like two mobs getting, so that's your final damage. It's a 60% chance, and 250% on top. So that's it for the fourth job. Let's go with the passive skills. Your hyper skills, I mean. So you get. So I did advanced combo reinforced. I didn't go for opportunity, and I went for boss rush, including the advanced final reinforced and raging blows damage increase and the attack 1+1. So this one will increase your final damage by 2%. Each orb, so you have 10 orbs, it increases by 20%, and that's pretty good. But it's okay. And then this one, you have 20% chance of gaining the orb that you don't need. You always gain your orbs pretty fast. The second one is your damage increases by 2%. This is the second passive skill that you want to put in. That's why your damage is this high, where you're damaging like you're just doing like 2% extra damage. So that's per orb is +2 times 10 is 20% extra damage. That's a passive skill. That's pretty good. That's why you're doing so much damage. Your final damage increased by 10%. Then you have 20. You don't need this, or you don't need this, because you're already doing so much, right? You don't need 75%. 60% is good enough. You will always proc it because you're attacking multiple mobs and stuff like that. Your raging blows damage is 20%, and number of attack is 1%. So I'm just increasing one line. So instead of 5, I do 6 lines. And this one, it just increases from 8 to 10, and you don't need that. That's basically it for the fourth job. Let's go to the fifth job. Let me just remove this and get this. So let me get this and let's do this. So this is the burning soul blade. So it's a, oh sorry, I forgot to talk about the active skill. Sorry. So active skill is rising rage. It does 500 damage, 8 enemies, 10 hits. So this is how it looks like. So you go like this, and it hits the whole screen, almost like you know where you're standing. Right. So when you do that, so you see how much it attacks. It's pretty good. It doesn't do the whole map, but it's still well. It does decent amount. So this one you get at 160 or 70. And Cry Valhalla is one of your skills where you boost up and you're immune to knockbacks, and your attack increases by 50 in even your critical percent, and your status, everything increases when you're doing this. So this is how it looks. It's more look like enraged, and it hits multiple mobs. So come on, let's go. So it hits multiple mobs. And it's pretty good, but it only lasts for like, I think it has a cooldown of 30 minutes and the duration is 30 minutes. But you have enraged, so when you're bossing him, you do that. And when you're mobbing, you use Cry's Valhalla. That's it for the active skills for that one. Now let's go to I'll do that one. I don't want to do that right now. It's an event. So This one, Burning Soul Blade. It has a 60% cooldown, and it's like Cry Valhalla, but better, and it's pretty good. So and it's pretty good. So when you enrage it, and enrage them, it hits one enemies and it increases your attack. It's like empowered. It's pretty good. It's for mobbing. That's for the Burning Soul Blade. Let's go to this one, Instinctual Combo. So when you turn, I'm just gonna remove this for now. So when you, did I not do that? Oh, okay. Okay. So when you attack, when you 30 seconds, you get something like this. You attack, and it follows up after. Oh my god, heroes are pretty awesome. Like, sick damage. Imagine you're bossing this. And this is the Raging Blow. Now, for the final skill, World River. This skill is, these three skills are the one that you get when you hit level 100 and jump. So let me show you what it does, and you'll love it. It splits the whole screen, and it uses all the mobs get split in half too. Look at that. Okay, let me show you again. 5, 4, 2, 1. Okay, ready? Oh my god, it kills them and it splits them into half. Oh my god. So now what it does is it uses 500 mana points. It's nothing when you're mobbing, because basically you don't use MP because you're just healing it off automatically. And on top of it, it uses 6 combo orbs to do it, and well, you're mobbing always, right? So you're gonna be max orb every single time. It hits 15 enemies, 832% damage, and it does 7 attack. But when you're doing this attack, they cannot hit you. They literally cannot hit you. And then for 5 seconds, your final damage increases. Right? Your final damage increases for every combo you consumed. So you're pretty damn good. So I didn't talk about Instinctual Combo. It uses 1 combo orb. It uses 1000 mana points and 30 second chance. Seconds duration. And your combo orb increases by final damage to bosses, and attack power by 5%. 5%. And 5% decreases the chance of charging combo orbs by 50%. That's just the normal thing. Well, Tier in Space is periodically attacks 3, so it hits 3 times, I mean the 3 lines instantly, 208% damage to 6 enemies and 6 damage, and it has a 240% seconds cooldown. I'm not gonna use that much, but mostly I'm gonna use 1 and 2. So right now it's on cooldown, I can't even remove it. Well, it's gonna go away anytime in a few seconds, but this is it for our hero guide. If you want to main him, he is hard in the beginning, but as you progress to like 5th job, you are awesome. Like you do so much damage. Oh my god, even I cannot believe that I do so much damage because of it. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and this guide. Please leave a like and subscribe, and leave a thumbs up, and leave some comments on what kind of videos you like to watch, so I can do those kind of videos too. Alright, see you, bye, ciao.